You was there.
Nigga, I just told you I wasn't.
Or I was just seeing things. We
I
was always
wasn't
in the
there.
back. We was watching the whole
I
show.
wasn't there.
We was watching the whole show.
You say what?
We watched the whole show.
My brother, you got us missing screws.
Bro.
You talking about Jazz or somebody?
So I ain't see you.
Jazz was there. I wasn't there.
Oh, so it was one of y'all there.
Yeah, one of us,
Right.
but not me. I'm Junior.
Nah, that was you.
Somebody upstairs dead! Somebody upstairs dead! Somebody upstairs dead! Somebody upstairs dead! Please, I gotta go up there and go get him!
For the local hospital.
Somebody upstairs!
Right now, this is a shooting. Got two victims. Let's see. One's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times. He's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So, my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we know right now is our suspect, who we don't know who he is right now. We're working on that. Investigators do a great job. I'm sure they'll figure out who he is. Was at this location and had a confrontation with a couple of guys. That altercation originally, it appears from what they were doing, was trying to take his chains. Now, we don't know if they knew him or what that was, but it appears possibly they knew this guy. And they were in the process of trying to rip his chains off. That went on for 30 seconds to a minute where these two guys were tussling with him, actually got him to the ground, and appears probably got his chains from him. Right after that, another fella jumps in and several other people jump in as well, along with these other guys, and they start having a fist fight, and they're beating this guy pretty bad. They got him on the ground and beating him pretty good. Sometime during that part of the fight, our victim, who was originally looked like he was being majorly assaulted by several people and getting his chains ripped off, he presents a pistol. We don't know where he got it from, but he got it. Must have had it in his pants the whole time, but he got it out and started shooting randomly. Ends up hitting two people. Those are our two victims. Not certain if these are the same ones that were trying to rip off his necklaces or not. Again, the investigation's just now starting, but investigators are going to get over here and try to figure out exactly how that occurred. We got some folks on the scene that are talking to us. We got some good video. So that's where we are right now.
Wow. Wow. You know, let's go back here. Yes. Let's go back here. Oh, no. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Why they doing that? Where the security? Oh, my God. He got the tail. Man, what the fuck? Let's go, Jay. Let's go. Exactly. Like, damn.
We just got a break in the case. They said that the witnesses who was right there when Ben10 actually got hit up, they said that the witnesses heard Jay Prince Jr. telling them to snatch the chain. And I want everybody to know, Jay Prince Jr., he always mentioning something. This man's name don't never go by a day without being caught up in some type of drama. I want everybody to know this sad man, but they said that NBA Youngboy, he responded, and you know the relationship that NBA Youngboy got with Big Jay Prince Sr. He said that, man, you just put my homie life in jeopardy, and you sitting back acting like that you ain't had nothing to do with it. Now, we know for a fact NBA Youngboy, he not finna come out and just address no situation if it ain't serious. Ben10, he responded from the hospital, and he kept on saying like, man, They set me up. They set me up. Now keep in mind, Allstar JR, he one of the main ones who was right there with the chain on. His chain was real. It was no way you could just snatch that off that boy's neck when he's sitting there paying all them thousands of dollars for that chain. Y'all got mad at this man over a conversation. And I want y'all to know, the eyewitness, the people who was right there on the scene, this is coming straight from Houston. Everybody know for a fact how Houston get down. People keep stuff in Houston, but people also sit back and they put themselves out there as if, you know, they ain't gonna say nothing. Most people ain't gonna speak on certain things that happen in the city. But like I said, you have to watch the people you keep around you, because Ben10 would have never been caught up in this situation if he would have never been on no BS. They said that Ben10 was already on 10. He was teed up already. He was turned up from when he first walked up in there. Once he saw Allstar JR, that's when he felt that he needed to do what he needed to do. He had to prove a point. And this is why I say you shouldn't go out in these streets thinking that you need to prove a point every time you get into a situation. No, walk off sometime. Now look at Ben10. He's sitting in the hospital in critical condition. We need to know, is this boy going to actually be able to make it? We need to know, is this boy going to pass away, man? This is sad, man. But J. Prince Jr., he spoke out. He said what he said. And I want y'all to hit the like button and let me know if you're a fan of J. Prince Jr. Let me know if you're a fan of Ben10.
It seems like all they have going on for them right now is beef, and it puts a lot of lives in danger. And unfortunately, it's kind of like you've got to roll in a pack and roll with security, because at the end of the day, there's nowhere safe for anybody to go right now. It's a very sad situation. You've got to constantly look over your shoulder and question the people that you keep around you anymore.
I want everybody to know, this is something that we see happen time after time, but it seems like since it's finna get hot, people just getting stupider and stupider. And that shit crazy. We gotta understand that people don't like having a good time when they go outside. People always wanna be in some type of commotion. And if they don't want to be in some type of commotion, it seems like their name is always put in something. And I want everybody to know, this sad, but man, you are the company you keep. When you go around these streets doing certain things and putting yourself out there, you get what you deserve. You went out there dissing all these people, and it was a false alarm the first time with NLE Chopper in a restaurant. Like, you got to cherish your life, man. But it seems like you don't care about life. You got to understand, NBA Youngboy ain't going to be there with you when you pass. Like, at the end of the day, NBA Youngboy put up with his family.
You should be more protective of your family, and at the end of the day, the way that you're moving, it's costing a lot of people their lives, their sanity, and so much more, because it doesn't just affect the person that you know is the victim. It affects the families, it affects the work that they do, it affects the communities that they're in, and it's just heartbreaking, because these are people that are role models for the younger generation. I wouldn't want my kids at a young age to look up to somebody that this is their activity.
Where's all the fathers at? At the end of the day, we know for a fact, if this generation of kids and teenagers and like halfway adults and stuff, if they don't got no sense of morals and don't know how to control themselves when they get out in public, don't know right from wrong, just imagine how the
on Kirby Drive.
Gonna be.
According to the two people were critically injured during a shooting inside Confessions on Kirby Drive. According to the Houston Police Department, a physical altercation broke out after a group attempted to take a man's chains. Police say the man was beaten by several people before pulling out a gun and firing, striking two individuals. But it is not known if they were bystanders or were part of the altercation. One victim, believed to be in his late 20s, was shot multiple times in the torso. Another, believed to be in his mid-20s, was shot several times in his arms and legs. Both were transported to hospitals in very critical condition. Police say one of the victims ran from Confessions and was later found in a nearby parking garage. The gunman fled the scene on foot.
When you fighting the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
It ain't who you talk, it ain't what you talk about, it's who you talk about it too. I want y'all to know, this sad, man, but this little boy, man, he should stay out the street, man. Running with. right there. They said that you probably was the one who sat there and tried to take the dude's chain.
Go to local hospital.
Promises in the streets. There's big talk. Oh, we'll take care of it.
Subscribe to the channel for updates on Ben10 and his hospitalization.
One's been shot.